taken my pride and joy and picked up where I left off and respected my babies. And that's the kind of being that I want when a man gives his daughter away and expect them to carry on where I left off. Not raise them, but respect them and love them the way God has showed him with his heart. Now, my other one, keep praying for him. I'm not mentioning any names, but I pray each and day that the spirit that has consumed him, that it can be overcome. And the only way that any of us can overcome our selfishness, our narcissism, our chauvinism, our infantilizing, all these spirits that we bring to the table, that we have to ask God to help us, okay? Or we're going to keep bringing others, judging them, and bringing them to the synagogue to be stoned. Look, this is what I stand for. This is VE on my devil on my shoulder, and there's LO sitting on the other on my other. I'm just trying to get me in the middle where I'm in line to get things together. But listen, let's go back in and recap on what I was trying to share. Now, this is what I had on the 3rd, right after New Year's. But before New Year's, I had came in, and this was done on the weekend, and market wasn't open. I told him that Tesla will probably go back up and hit 415 if it can't go, if it doesn't hold support on 415, it's going down. But if it would have held support on 415, that means it would have to have gone back up to 430, came back off 415, and then shot back up to the 450. Listen, this is going on the 4th week, and Tesla has not hit its price target. Okay, it hasn't hit its price target. It hasn't hit its price target on the bull side or the bear side. So nothing's changed from what I've shared with you all the way back in, I want to, in December on Christmas Eve. Listen, baby, I am a strategist. I just took 2 concepts that's already there in trading, and I made it my meta. I applied it just like my baby and made him that it. As an example, why I use football as an example, I just admired what he was able to do on that field. And all he did was apply football and basketball in his move. So I'm just applying football and market in my strategy. Go back and look at my videos. Now that you can understand what I'm saying, because before it was basically me speaking in tongues. I'm all over everywhere, but I'm channeling my thoughts in here with you. So go back and look on and go back into the podcast, my son's sports podcast, and you'll see that part of the points that I was making was in about patience and analyzing and controlling your emotions. You don't expect to get an A on your test on a final exam when you know you haven't went back and studied. Even you're studying what you already knew, but you got to know when the time comes that can you apply it now? That That's that parable I stick in my mind about when Jesus said when the rooster or that chicken or wherever he was will croaks 3 times, that you're going to forget everything. And that's what he did. And this is what we do in our lives. Go back and look, okay, on my previous videos, and you'll see nothing's changed. Now it brings me back up, and I think what this is the 5th week, 4th week. We already established that in my strategy, I'm looking at this. I'm not an analyst. I tell you, you must don't follow me because you might get the wrong juice. I'm telling you to do your due diligence and go and review and do your due diligence on what I'm saying. Don't be going back there telling me what Essex said. Hey, look, that's my story. But listen, if Tesla opens up above 430, okay, and retest for 432 and come back and hold support on 430, then it has a high probability to go back up and retest 440. Okay. 440 is where I'm saying now is the lower high. It needs to break through that, come back, retest. It's a lot of things, but I don't want to go on a tangent. Please let me just help me stay focused on what I'm saying. Okay, I can kidnap you later during the week through my sermons. But listen, for Tesla I'm waiting to see if it breaks through or come back and it ranges. We have 3 areas of where Tesla can go. Okay, so let's sit back, be patient, analyze before we execute what where Tesla may be going. Okay, and now let me go back on and give you a clear view of my strategy and what I'm doing and analyzing. Okay, right now this is analyzing. The market hasn't even opened yet. Okay, but it hasn't even opened yet. I don't know if Tesla's going to retest 430 and come back down if 440 is going to be the new the lower high, the triple top, which forces Tesla to come down to what I've had analyzed on Christmas Eve. This is all before markets open. Again, if we expect to get a good grade or just a grade that we're satisfied on our finals, we're looking for that A. But even if I had a B, I know I studied it and I just maybe forgot things. But this is what our price target is of where I'm saying, and again, this is my execution. This is where the area where you're going to still, it doesn't change. You're still executing to buy. If Tesla comes off and retests and comes off this support level and goes up, remember, as I go back on what I had, my strategy from Christmas Eve, nothing's changed. I just want to repeat that to you. Nothing's changed as far as target pricing. Right now, as Friday closed, It just hit 440. That is a triple top, possibly. This we're analyzing. The market hasn't even opened yet. So what I am looking at is that Tesla may open up and retest 432 and come back down, resist 432 and has to hold support on 422, 415, because these were two support levels before it goes back up and retest 440. Go back to the 440, 430. Just understand what I'm saying. Now, if it's a call, you're going to execute when it hits these marks. Okay? Tesla's volatile. There's a lot of money going through there. I don't know why, but what I'm telling you is that wait for this is your area. You buy, execute here. This is your target. 430, 428, 426, you're buying. That strike price. Your target is this area. Okay? Puts, you're buying here. If it resists, okay? If it resists this aftermarket low and yesterday's close, if it opens up below, then Tesla is going to back down to retest 415 and possibly 395, 400, okay? 380. I'm just giving, I have to have myself out where this is us analyzing, controlling our emotions before we execute. Hey, babes, listen, fam, I love you. Patience, analyze, control your emotions,